The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
It's 8:12. It's the WSJM Morning Show. Good morning and welcome again. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. It is April 8th. It's a Tuesday, and on Tuesday mornings we are happy. We're fortunate to be visited by so many people. And this morning we have Zach East and Molly McFadden. Zach East is with the United Way of Southwest Michigan. He's brought a guest along, Molly from the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber. And Zach, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome
Ken.
back. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Last week we had you on what we call the tie line, but what others know as a telephone.
Yeah.
But what do you want to talk about this week?
I don't know.
Okay,
I really don't.
that's fine.
No.
We can talk about the wolves they brought back from like 13,000 years ago. That'd be fun.
But how do they do that? With
Bioengineering.
I was going to say Jurassic Park engineering.
They found a tooth in Ohio and a skull in Idaho, and they mixed it with timber wolf blood, and now they have puppies that are adorable and 80 pounds already.
What?
And they're going to grow to be 140 pounds.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, but they're at a secret location. They are. I mean, you think I'm making this up? I can't make this up.
I never know, Ken. I really don't.
All right. Let's talk about United Way of Southwest Michigan.
So we've had, of course, a lot go on here in the last couple of months that we've talked about since the time that we've been in here every Tuesday. And one of the things that we want to do as part of United Way of Southwest Michigan's community resiliency plans is to make sure that lots of folks are supported in many different ways. But in any opportunity where we have the chance to help, chip away at solving some of the most critical things that go on in our community, like childcare concerns, we do as much as we can to partner with a lot of our different organizations, not only in our community, but statewide in this case. So the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber is pairing with the United Way of Northwest Michigan, which is in the Traverse City area, to actually host a really awesome program for employers to be part of coming up this Thursday at noon. And it's a virtual meeting, and it's all about the My TriShare childcare program. And so Molly's been spearheading this up in terms of getting it locally here as a discussion in Southwest Michigan. We work deeply here with the Chamber. I suppose I should probably also mention I'm a board member at the Chamber as well, just for disclosure purposes.
Thank you.
But this is a pretty big opportunity for employers to make a real difference with childcare in the community, but also offer an incentive to their employees as well. So, Molly, you want to tell folks about the event that's coming up Thursday?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're partnering, like you mentioned, with the United Way of Northwest Michigan to hold a virtual information session on this Thursday about the My TriShare program. So this is an awesome opportunity for employers to be able to help employees split the cost of childcare. So with My TriShare, a third of the childcare cost for employees is paid by the state, a third by employers, and a third by employees. So we hear from businesses all the time that access to childcare is a huge barrier for their employees. So this is a great opportunity for employers to get to offer a new benefit to their employees and also alleviate some of the challenges in workforce as far as finding employees and retaining employees due to barriers around childcare.
And this is a free event that we want to, of course, make sure folks can be a part of. And it's virtual. So, again, they don't have to go anywhere. They could still be from the comfort of their desks, and they just go to the Chamber website to sign up, right?
Absolutely. And so we planned it around lunchtime, so you can take your lunch break and learn a little bit more about this benefit. You can still sign up by going to smrchamber.com under the events tab.
And is there any, obligation that if somebody actually attends this virtual meeting that they've suddenly got to walk away with papers signed and they're committing to something? This is more of an information session, right?
Yep, just information. And so we'll have Christina, who runs the program through the United Way of Northwest Michigan, there to answer any questions folks might have, just to get to know if TriShare is a good fit for their employees.
I'll tell you, I spent, Ken, about an hour on the phone with Christina from the TriShare program, and she is just incredibly passionate about making sure that these employers and especially employees get the chance to use this incentive, because obviously it's such a neat way to not only share costs, but it's a great opportunity for us to talk about things like keeping employees here in Michigan, working in Michigan, which of course has been a discussion for many years in many different areas, right, Molly?
Yep. And the United Way of Northwest Michigan is phenomenal too with making sure that the lift isn't exclusively on the employer. So they're great about managing the program. They'll help you set up payroll deduction. They'll even help your employees find licensed child care providers to be able to take advantage of the service. So they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's a really exciting program. I mean, you talk about child care. If you can find it, if you can afford it, and if it's going to be there for a long period of time, that makes a huge difference in not only whether or not you're able to work, but attracting a workforce if you're an employer.
Absolutely. And this is just another way to keep that workforce, as many of us are concerned about, because, again, there are lots of other states that are doing their darndest to bring people over to their side of the fence, if you will.
Yeah.
And the more that we have these kinds of incentives, at least in my opinion, the better off it makes folks, of course, be deep-rooted. And, of course, they attend church, they go to the schools, and so on and so forth. They become a
part of the community.
Of our economy. Exactly.
Yeah. So this event is Thursday. What time again?
Thursday at noon. And you can sign up again on the SMR Chamber website. So that's smrchamber.com under the events tab.
And this is designed for employers primarily?
Focused mainly on employers, so anyone from 1 to on up employees can participate. So, but employees are also welcome to take advantage. We'd love to have you take this information back to your employer and get the conversation started that way as well.
Yeah, great idea. So if employers want to learn more about it, again, smrchamber.com is where you go for that. Anything else you want to hit on this one, Zach?
Just a huge thank you again to everybody who's signed up since we've talked about it last week about our Dolly Parton's Imagination Library campaign. We've surpassed $7,500 in revenue. Actually, we're close to $8,000, I believe.
That's great.
From the month. And then also a huge thanks to everybody that signed up for the celebration that we talked about coming up at the end of the month, too. So quite busy at United Way right about now. And we talked about Rock the Boat, that got launched last week as well, where even though the event's in July, we're already thinking about summer. So
that boat is already floating.
Yes.
And getting ready for July.
Ken, you're making a boat, right?
Well, yeah. Sure. There's no size requirement, right?
No, I guess.
Yeah, I've got it right here in this folder.
You could just use a regular old square box, I guess, if you really wanted
All right,
to.
very good. Zach East from United Way of Southwest Michigan, Molly McFadden, Southwest Michigan Chamber. Thank you both for joining us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We will be back in just a moment. We've got news from the Bear Den. St. Joseph Public Schools, Kristen Box, superintendent there, is coming up in just a moment right here on WSJM.